Hey, it's Eric Crawford from WDRB out here on the field at Cardinal Stadium, where Louisville football has just wrapped up its Saturday bowl practice. They let some media come and watch, and it was fun to see Deion Branch running around out there as interim head coach, and he's who I want to focus on here for a few minutes. I covered Deion in college, so how old do I feel? Probably about as old as he feels, getting ready to be a head coach, going to lead Louisville into the Fenway Bowl. But it was an interesting practice. It was fewer bodies than you'd see during a regular season practice. Louisville's lost some guys, injuries, transfer portal, things like that. They've also lost a bunch of coaches. Only 3 full-time assistants available to help Louisville get ready for this bowl game. Everybody else is a grad assistant or a quality control coach, but these are guys who have been intimately familiar with game preparation all season. They do a lot of the scouting, film breakdown, practice plans. They know how all this works. So this looked a lot like a regular practice from that standpoint. And the players, from everything that they told us, like playing for Deion and like having him around. He's a comforting figure at the head of all this.
I love how he's handled. I think he's done a fantastic job getting this team kind of back together, keeping us on the right path. And I think that he's put together a great plan with the rest of the staff and just being able to put us in the right position to go win the game. So I applaud him, big time just for the job that he's done and continues to do for the team.
He's fun, man. He's a lot of fun. We've been doing a lot of situational work because he, coming from the NFL, it's all about situations. We've seen this past week with Baker Mayfield and even Tom Brady both 2 touchdown comebacks behind. So, it's all about situational. Whether we're up, whether we're down, it's how we really handle the fourth quarter. And so we're doing a lot of situational work, which has been awesome. The fact that, Deion played in New England and we're going to Boston and he's our head coach, that's we want to bring back a win for him. We want to bring back a win for this team. Winning 8 games isn't easy, so we want to accomplish that, and we just want to, get ourselves in the right direction going forward. Finishing with a W would send us off in the off season with a really positive momentum.
Well, one thing I remember about Deion from his playing days, especially late in his career when he knew he was getting ready to go in the draft, was he always showed up at his post-game press conferences in a suit and tie. You don't have any other players that I can remember here at Louisville doing that. He was ready to go. He was ready to be a pro, and he's ready to be a coach, frankly. He's played for a lot of big-time people. He knows a lot of people. He's had a lot of them calling to offer him assistance in this job, and he's just embraced it to be there for the players, to hopefully give them a good bowl experience. And I thought it was fun listening to him just talking about the week that he's had as coach.
Everything is amazing, I promise you. I know I may sound like a cliche, but trust me, these guys are going 100 miles an hour. I love the effort. I love the energy on the football field. I love the desire that the guys possess right now. I think the hardest part was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You get what I'm saying? Not having anything. It was the unknown. Thursday come, I think everybody's in their happy space. I know I've been talking about the coaching part, like, I don't think I want to do this, but the more and more I'm out here with these guys and see how much these young men look forward to me giving them the proper guidance. And I'm here to do that. That's my role. That's my job. I was called upon to do something by Josh Hurd and this university, and I'm going to carry it out to the best of my abilities. I think over time, like I was telling these young men, I've been through a lot, playing high school football in college, playing here, going off to the NFL. I think there's so many things that I can take from all my coaches. I'm a former high school coaches, college coaches, and then the cream on the top, I've been coached by the best coach, Bill Belichick. This guy pretty much has taught me everything that I know about football. He's given me all the tools, and that was my opportunity, my turn, my time to kind of see if his teachings, everything that he's taught me, see what it works. And trust me, it's doable. I'm just taking bits and pieces from all my coaches and implementing that in my way. I'm not Coach Belichick, I'm Deion Branch. And the only thing I can do is be myself, and that's what I've been. The toughest thing is trying to separate myself from being like that big uncle, that big brother, to now I have to actually be a little bit more firm. A coach is not your best friend, but he's your mentor. He's the individual that's going to guide you, and that's my job. There's so many of the guys that are still kind of looking at me as that uncle or that big brother, and we had that conversation, but I got to also remember that I have a job to do. You know, I got to lead the team out on the football field, and the objective is to win the game. This is not your typical week. You get what I'm saying? As a head coach, this is not a typical head coach's week. You get what I'm saying? Coaches are leaving, players are somewhat leaving. Here I am trying to keep players locked in. Coaches are leaving, calling back. Other coaches outside trying to pry players out of the building. So, and then at the same time, we got to practice. It's a lot of moving parts. So I accept this duty wholeheartedly, man. As I always tell these guys, God's just going to throw a lot of different things at you. You know, this is a test of character, just to see how you guys respond to it. And I'm trying to teach these young men that, trust me, if they think this is hard, wait 5-10 years from now. You're going to see way more harder things than this, I promise you that. You know, these guys still get the opportunity to go out and play football, have fun, you know, going to a bowl game. We're going to Boston. This is everything, you know, not only for myself, but for them. Yeah, I mean, all the guys. I mean, from the Michael Josiahs to the Dwayne Whites to the Josh Minkins. I mean, these guys, Kobe Clarks, Corey Kroom. I mean, all my guys, all my teammates. Like, look, man, and even some of the professional athletes I competed against, these guys, Chris Dishman, you know, just call them like, yo, if you need some help, I'm here. And you just love that, man. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Yeah, I'm sure Coach will be calling me. In particular, probably wanting to know what's my game day apparel. I'm pretty sure Bill is going to be all in with that. But
you gonna go hoodie like him?
I'll see. I was thinking about doing something like Coach Landry, put a suit on. But I was always wondering why the coaches in football don't wear suits. Like, what's the deal? Basketball, they do it.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Going Lombardi old school.
Yeah, I may think about it. It's up in the air. You know, maybe y'all can put a tweet out and see what happens. See what the fans think. I should wear a suit Bill Belichick.
Is there any
Go
advice or like
baseball.
a
I
lesson?
tell you, Coach Belichick drilled me with all this situational football. Trust me, this game is probably going to come down to that. I hope not. I hope we'll go out and put the game away early and often. But if it doesn't, I guarantee you, just about every football game that happens, there's going to be a lot of situations that's going to come up. I want to make sure that our guys are very sharp. You know, it's not going to be the first time that they see something. You know, so I'm trying my best to throw a lot of different things. The coaches and I, they're doing an amazing job. These guys are in here till midnight, and I had to beg them to leave the building yesterday, and I'm doing the same thing today. So we put the work in. The guys are going hard, and they're doing everything that we asked of them.
Well, we'll see if Deion can dial up a little magic back up there in Boston. Again, not at Gillette Stadium, but in Fenway Park, where Louisville will face Cincinnati a week from today. We'll have a lot more coverage on WDRB News, WDRB.com, all the platforms. For now, I'm Eric Crawford from Cardinal Stadium for WDRB Sports.